What if I told you that everything you've been chasing for happiness, success, recognition, and pleasure might actually be keeping you from experiencing true joy? Imagine spending your entire life pursuing things that you believe will bring you happiness, only to realize that none of them fill the emptiness inside. Today, we're diving into the powerful teachings of Stoicism to uncover 6 things you must stop chasing if you want to be truly happy. These are things that we're often told to desire, but the Stoics believed that letting go of these pursuits is the key to lasting peace. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand how to free yourself from the chains of unnecessary desire and start living a life of true contentment. In a world that constantly pushes us to chase more wealth, more fame, more pleasure, it's easy to get caught up in the belief that happiness lies just beyond the next achievement. But the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, argued that happiness doesn't come from external circumstances or possessions. True happiness is found within, by mastering your desires and focusing on what truly matters. In this video, we'll explore 6 things you must stop chasing to be truly happy, according to Stoic philosophy. Number 1. Stop chasing wealth for its own sake. The first thing many people chase in life is wealth. We believe that money will solve all our problems, bring us comfort, and elevate our status. But the Stoics taught that wealth is only valuable if it's used virtuously and wisely. Money itself doesn't lead to happiness. In fact, it often brings more stress, more desires, and more distractions. Marcus Aurelius himself said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The Stoics emphasized that happiness comes from living simply and valuing the things that truly matter: health, wisdom, relationships, and personal growth. By letting go of the endless chase for wealth, you free yourself from the burden of materialism and learn to appreciate the richness of life itself. Number 2. Stop chasing fame and recognition. The desire for fame and recognition is another trap that many fall into. We seek validation from others, wanting to be admired, praised, and remembered. But the Stoics warned against seeking external approval. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." The truth is, fame and recognition are fleeting and unreliable. When we base our self-worth on how others perceive us, we give them power over our happiness. True happiness comes from within, when we learn to be content with who we are, regardless of others' opinions. Number 3. Stop chasing pleasures. Pleasure is something everyone chases. Whether it's food, entertainment, or sensory experiences, the pursuit of pleasure often seems like the ultimate goal. But Stoicism teaches that pleasure is transient and unreliable. Epictetus once said, "If you want to be rich, do not add to your money, but subtract from your desire." Stoics believed that seeking pleasure for pleasure's sake leads to addiction, dissatisfaction, and an endless cycle of craving. True happiness comes not from indulgence, but from self-control, moderation, and the ability to appreciate simple, meaningful experiences. When you stop chasing pleasure, you free yourself from its grip and find contentment in life's quiet moments. Number 4. Stop chasing control over others. We often spend a great deal of energy trying to control other people, whether it's their actions, their opinions, or their behavior. We think that if we can just make others behave the way we want, we'll be happy. But the Stoics taught us that we cannot control other people, only our own responses to them. The more we try to control others, the more frustrated and anxious we become. Instead of seeking control over others, focus on controlling yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By letting go of the need to control others, you take back your personal power and find peace within yourself. Number 5. Stop chasing perfection. Perfectionism is another trap that many of us fall into. We think that if everything in our lives is perfect, we'll be happy. But perfection is an illusion. Nothing in life is ever truly perfect, and striving for perfection often leads to frustration, disappointment, and burnout. The Stoics emphasize the importance of accepting the imperfections of life and focusing on doing our best without being attached to the outcome. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Instead of chasing perfection, embrace the beauty of imperfection and learn to find joy in the process, not just the result. Number 6. Stop chasing the approval of society. Finally, many of us chase societal approval, whether it's the pursuit of status, fitting in, or following the crowd. But Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes when we live in alignment with our values, not the expectations of others. Seneca said, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool." When we stop chasing societal approval and live according to our own principles, we free ourselves from the chains of conformity. True happiness is found when we learn to embrace our own path, regardless of what others think. True happiness isn't something you can chase. It's something you cultivate by letting go of the things that hold you back. As we've discussed today, the Stoic path teaches us that wealth, fame, pleasure, control, perfection, and societal approval are not the keys to lasting happiness. When you detach from these external desires, you create space for true peace within. By focusing on inner peace, wisdom, and emotional resilience, you'll realize that happiness doesn't come from external pursuits. It's something you nurture within yourself. When you stop chasing fleeting desires, you'll see you already have everything you need to live a fulfilled life. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know which of these 6 things you're letting go of in your life and how it's changed your perspective. I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have more content on Stoic wisdom, purpose, and personal growth coming your way. Join us in this journey toward lasting peace and freedom. Share this video with anyone who might benefit, and together we can spread the Stoic teachings of a fulfilled life. Stay true to yourself and embrace the wisdom of Stoicism.